What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 17 of the Trailblazer League series. In the last one, I got 200 mil cooking, fire making, and wood cutting, and I also went and got myself a fire cape. The next thing I'm going to be doing requires me to have dodgy necklaces, and those are silver necklaces made with opals. I don't know how many of these necklaces I'm going to need to end up making. I'm going to make 100. I think that's probably a good number to go for. If I need more, I'll just come back here later when I run out. 100 dodgy necklaces made. Two more things left to do. I need to go and buy a thieving cape, and I need to get ice gloves. Okay, everything should be ready to go now. This is going to be my inventory. I'm going to be taking 2 brews at a time and 2 dodgy necklaces in my inventory, and also wearing an extra one. This is also the setup I'm going to be wearing. Since I don't have a gem bag, I'm going to be using the Crafting Guild to bank and the Crystal of Memories to teleport back. So this thing right here, you pickpocket it and you get gems from it, and you also get Toggle, and you can use that Toggle in the store over here to buy more gems, which I'll be doing once I hit 200 mil thieving. What's nice about this spot right here, if you have a spear, you can use a special attack to spear it into the corner, and when it's right here, it is stuck on these 2 squares, so it can only go back and forth, it can't wander out. Which means I can turn my camera this way and just spam click this one spot. So this is about the same XP per hour as you'd get at Ardy Nights. And the reason I decided to do this instead of Ardy Nights is from getting 200 mil thieving here, I will get a ton of XP in crafting, and I'm going to be using the rubies and the diamonds to make bracelets, and I'm going to end up alching those. So in the end, I'll get about the same amount of XP I would have gotten from Ardy Nights just with the additional crafting XP. Also with this spot here, the only thing that sucks is every time there's a game update, it resets all the spawns. Now the reason I have brews here is because it's not 100% pickpocket rate. Even with the Ardy Diary and the thieving cape, you still fail while thieving here. And finally, the dodgy necklaces give a 25% chance to stop yourself from being stunned by the NPC. So right here, like when I got hit, there's a 25% chance that I can just continue thieving and I don't have to wait to thieve again while I'm stunned. Overall, I don't know if it'll really affect the XP per hour as much because it's already so high, but I did it anyway since it's super quick to get the opals and the silver. I'll do another update once I hit 25 million XP, and I'll show you guys all the gems that I have. 25 million thieving XP. Gained about 12 million XP so far. I figured I'd show you guys this camera angle that I'm using. So I want to show you guys the store I was talking about before. I can't remember if I showed it or not. Once I'm done doing all of my thieving, this is the store that I'm going to be buying my gems from. I'm not going to buy any right now because when I buy these, I need to equip my Karamja gloves. It'll make them cost a lot less. I'm not going to be waiting until I'm completely done with thieving all the way up until 200 mil to start buying these. I'm going to be buying them daily at like around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, since at those times the shops will be more full and I'll be able to buy a lot more really quickly. As for what my gems are looking like, I've been doing this for about 3 hours and I already have this many. So as you can guess by now, going all the way to 200 mil, when I'm done, these gem stacks are going to be insane. Well, I was planning to do an update in another hour when I hit 50 million XP, but I usually have my chat closed when I'm doing this, so I saw the pet following me, and for a second I thought it was somebody else just running on top of me, but nope, we just got another pet in the league. This is the second one, this and the heron. Since we're here right now too, I guess I'll do another gem update. I also still have almost 80 dodgy necklaces left, and I am 40 million XP, and so it's looking like this will be enough to get me all the way to 200 mil. So there's only going to be one more time on this account that I'm going to be reaching a crazy milestone like this, and that is going to be at 3 billion XP. But with this thieve, 2 billion total XP. I am also up to 94.4 million thieving XP as well. Still quite a while off 200 mil. Also, when it comes to selling the Toggle for the gems that I mentioned I was going to be passively doing, my sleep schedule right now is kind of normal, so I've been going to sleep at like 11 o'clock at night, and I haven't really been able to stay up until like 3 or 4 in the morning at the weird times when the least amount of people are on. So yeah, I haven't been able to buy any gems so far. Hopefully tonight I'll be able to reach that period so I can actually go and get through some of these. Overall though, this is still going pretty good. I'm surprised I'm not entirely bored out of my mind yet. Just gonna be a quick update here. 150 million thieving XP. At the rates I'm going, it's going to take me around 14 more hours to reach 200 mil. If you guys do end up enjoying the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It does really help me out a ton. Okay, so about 60 or so hours later, 200 mil thieving, which is also the 9th 200 mil on the account. Going into my inventory here, I have 721k Toggle. I've tried a lot of times to buy some of these gems, and for the most part, the stores are just always empty. I'm going to be saving these for like another 2 weeks. Hopefully by then there's less people here. Now, to look at the gems that I got from this, it is a lot. Total, I believe this is around 14,000 gems. So the next thing is going to be going through all of these and cutting them. I don't know why when it comes to Google, I trust things I type in. I went and typed how many gems can you cut per hour, and it told me 5,000, but it took me about 2.5 hours to cut 6,000 of them. I don't know, it's because I wasn't paying full attention to it or not, but it seems like it's really far off from what it should be. I gained 4.7 million crafting XP just from the sapphires. And since it took me that long to do 6,000, and I still have like 9,000 left to go, it's probably going to be like a full 6-hour log to finish them all. 25 million crafting XP, I still have about 1,000 rubies and 1,000 diamonds left to go. There's the end of all the gems. I gained a total of 15 million crafting XP. This isn't counting all the tokel I still have to spend. So if I'm able to use that later in the league, if I get 15 million more crafting XP from that, it'll be super nice. Also total, I'm up to 28 million crafting XP. I mentioned before I wanted to make the diamonds and rubies into bracelets to alch them. I don't know how much gold I can mine per hour. I think it's going to be about the same as silver. The only thing is, across this whole league, I'm trying to do my best to hold like 2 mil minimum XP per hour, since I know I can get that in almost every other skill throughout the entire league. So if I do anything and it's under 2 million XP per hour, I just don't usually see it worth my time. So I'm going to test gold for a bit and see if it's going to be good or not. So this is going to be the spot I'm mining them in. It's near Brimhaven, and there's a bunch of them here too, and they're all really close together, so I don't have to go running around everywhere with them. I don't know if I'll be able to get through all of them before the next one respawns or not. I'll probably have to use 2 worlds for this. I'm going to get a mining cape. I'm also using my V armor and the mining gloves to get a ton of boosts while doing this. I'm going to do a 30-minute test here to see how good it is. Keep track of all my XP rates through it as well. Alright, there's 30 minutes, 1.2 million mining XP, and 425k average XP per hour across mining and smithing. I also had the idea through doing this that maybe if I wore the smithing cape and mined these, since what the smithing cape does is it acts as goldsmithing gauntlets, I figured maybe if I was wearing this, I'd get the same amount of XP as if I had gauntlets when mining, since the Infernal automatically smelts them for you. But sadly that didn't work. If it did, I'd be getting 3 times the smithing XP per hour here, which means I'd be getting 1.2 million mining and 1.2 million smithing. So it's super unfortunate that that didn't work. 657 gold bars in 30 minutes. Nowhere near the amount that I got while doing silver. It's like 1,300 per hour. I'm going to test this now making ruby bracelets, and I'll do this until I'm out of gold bars. 657 ruby bracelets, and I was averaging about 1.8 million XP per hour. Also, it's kind of really good timing that this happened, but I asked Jagex Husky on Twitter, which is one of the J-mods, about what I just mentioned with the smithing cape perk working on gold ore, and he said it's in their list of things to look at, and knowing that now, I'm not going to go back to doing this until I know if they're going to add it or not, because if they do, overall, this is going to be about 2.1 million XP per hour, which means it'll be worth for me to go through all of these gems, even making all of the sapphires and emeralds into amulets. So, at the point we're at right now, the next grind I'm going to be doing is 200 mil fishing. It works out pretty well since I need to edit this video anyway, so I'm gonna head over there and do that while I'm editing. Also, really quick before I go and I start fishing, this is something I've been meaning to do for a while. In this shop right here, I can sell my cooked Karam one that I got from 200 mil fishing for 25 each. I can put them in the bottom of my inventory and just spam click sell them pretty much the same way that you sell blood runes. Even it being only 25 each, I've already sold like 5,000 within a minute. So getting me like 1.6 million GP. It'll be quick for me to be able to buy my feathers, and I really don't need all this food for anything. Also, there's a guy in my comments who was asking every video to see how many Karam ones that I got from doing fishing, so there you go, there's all the Karam ones I got. So I got through editing my video, I did a few other things, so it's a pretty long time of AFKing. I'm getting 2 million XP per hour AFK, which is really nice. Alright, so time for the next 200 mil grind. I'm going to be doing 3-tick fishing here, since it's almost double the XP per hour that you get AFKing. I have an idea of the XP rates, but I'm still going to test a full hour of this. The last time I did 3-tick fishing was in Twisted League, so it's been almost a year. But yeah, I'll see you guys in an hour. It's going to be really random, but this guy was asking really nicely. So shout out to this guy that I found doing mining while I was on my birdhouse run. This is pretty good XP per hour. It's about what I expected would be 3.3 million fishing XP and also 300k agility XP. With these rates, if they keep up by the time I hit 200 mil fishing, I'll be at around 25 million agility too, so I'll be able to get the 250 points for that task. Also from the last clip, I started doing birdhouse runs again so I could do farming passively. Doing the math on it, the birdhouses are about the same XP per hour I'll get with Herbie, and farming is like 4 million XP per hour, so I should have been doing it this entire time. When it comes to how I'm setting this up in my inventory here, I'm kind of just moving them around depending on where my camera angle goes, so I can just click right next to it. Sometimes it'll be all the way up here, sometimes it'll be at the bottom. It's also nice doing this because I have to do one less action. I don't get any fish in my inventory, so I don't have to click the knife, the log, and then drop the fish. I can literally just go back and forth between all 3 of these. So that's going to make it a lot easier to do all the way to 200 mil. There's 100 million total fishing XP. Also, the other skills I'm doing, almost have 20 million farming XP. I started doing this again when I was at like 14 mils. I'm getting like 1.5 to 2 mil farming XP per day. That's mainly from the 200 mil woodcutting that I did. I didn't mention it to you guys, but I got like 300 seed nests from that. But yeah, at this point, I am going to be ending the video here. I'll show you guys my stats before the video and also after the video. Still rank 2. Tommy is pretty far ahead of me compared to the last video now too. So still, I'm not feeling like I'll be able to get rank 1 or not, but there's still a month left, so who knows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The goals for the next one, obviously, to finish 200 mil fishing, and from there, I might go into doing some mining and smithing. So thank you guys as always, and I will see you in the next video.